All right, guys. Well, last time where we left our intrepid adventurers, you guys were facing off against the Red Robe, where Robert came back to life with a little bit of help from Marjorie, and she kind of yeeted him away and opened up a portal to get you guys out of there because according to her, you guys weren't ready to face off against him. Before that happened, he figured that if he couldn't hurt you guys because she was protecting you, she could hurt the ones you love. Where he took Anne's mom and instead of killing her, just wanted to turn her into something worse. Before he could do that, Xardaar cast Druidcraft on the thorn that he put in her mouth to turn her into something a little different. Not exactly what you guys were fighting, but something a little just off. And you guys were able to grab onto her and teleport away from her. Your biggest priority there was to save her, since she was kind of feral and being a little weird. And according to Thamior, you guys asked for help. Something that can change natural phenomena, things like that, is something called the Fairy's Light, which is a crown that is the ruler of the Feywild has. First off, you guys needed to find a way to get into the Feywild. So you guys asked Rouse for help, and he said, I think I might have something to help you guys. Just give me a day and come see me tomorrow night. I just need to go check up on something to see if it'll work or not. And he was off. All while this was happening, Robert was passed out because he had the holy energy within him and it left him and his body just couldn't handle it. So he was out.
Like what happens after someone is controlled by Sephiroth.
Yeah. Sephiroth. And then you got... It's guiding you towards the MacGuffin.
Not levelly.
Towards the MacGuffin. Yes. And then, it's the next day. So salty. The next day, you guys were...
It's prehensile.
Going to go off and do some stuff. You ran into Saul, and you got your stuff from Saul. And I think we were going to do a little time skippy thing because Pi wanted to go see... teleport over to the school, go down to the Gonfalgrim, get something from him, which I kind of forgot, but we will resolve. And I'll say whatever it was, Curtis, you got it. I think.
I think you'll like it. It's cool. It's fitting thematically for what has happened.
Cool. Perfect. And then you guys have kind of met back up after, probably going around town waiting for Rouse to get back. And Rouse said to come see him at sundown.
Do you think the Arcane College would allow us to use that item that amplifies magical spells?
I think not, because you weren't even supposed to know that it existed.
What if we just want to cast Lesser Restoration on someone?
I think that's something that the council would want to discuss. And since they don't really know you...
It's called evil, so...
What about Greater Restoration?
Greater Restoration?
Is at least neutral.
I mean, yeah, he was evil to start with, but maybe intelligence changed him.
No, he's just better at being
I
evil.
ran into it.
Why is he a teacher?
Wait, who did you say was evil? Saul?
Scald.
Oh, Scald. Yes. He's kind of like the highest ranking necromancy person. It's kind of, it's kind of like having Snape there,
He's also the only known wielder of the laser bazooka.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of like, it's not just good people there, it's just the highest ranking in that school of magic,
No, I did not see
So Scald can be evil, but he's the highest ranking person in the school of necromancy, so he just kind of put on that crown and it's his. Okay, so you guys ready to hop to it?
You go to school there. Why would you do that? Hey, this guy's really good, but he's also like a horrible murderer or necromancer. I can't wait to learn from him.
I mean,
what kind of scholarship would send you there? What What is happening?
I mean, you got to learn from the
He's
best.
not the one that wished for an entire town to be slaughtered. He just wanted a better laser pistol.
That's true.
He's very one-track minded. Was very one-track minded.
Was.
Then he got another mind.
Didn't Gord get like a Zune or something?
Yeah, it only plays one song.
Shatter.
Shatter.
You shatter me.
Yep. That way you can just mosh anywhere.
Okay. So, at this point, Pi has come back with his cool new item. He probably meets you guys over at the bar. And the sun is going down. And you guys remember, oh, we need to go see Roust at sunset. So you guys walk from the salty seaman, very salty right now, over to...
Wait, before we leave,
Yes.
I put my name back up on the wall.
Yes, you put your name back up.
And under it, I write, try again.
Nice. Yeah, Monty is like looking for people like, you owe me for that drink because he's not dead.
I did die. I died and it sucked.
Listen,
We all
when,
died a few
when you
times.
die, you stay dead.
I'll tell you what, you can take that up with the big boss god lady who brought me back. I'm sure she would say that you're giving people a few free drinks when you saw me die live and in person. Well, not live on my part because I was quite dead. Does not matter in the grand scale of things. The balance is fine.
Is it though? Is your balance doing all right? I forgot to ask you about that.
No, it is bad.
Yeah, it's real bad. It's real bad. We got bigger problems than
That
you
was
giving out
that
some beer.
Yeah, that's nothing. We have issues.
All right. Well, you guys go do what you need to do. I'll still be here feeding and these thirsty people with whatever they want.
And Anne's mom.
Yeah, and your mother too. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. And you, hey, you owe me 2 gold. Don't think I forgot. And he points at like a random person who's like, damn it. Okay. All right. And you
Anyhow,
guys-
I'll try not to put you in that situation again anytime soon.
First,
all right.
Also, when Pi gets back to the bar, he's all like greasy, like machine grease, as if he's been sweating, and he just kind of lumbers up and he plops a cauldron on the bar top and just
A cauldron. I think you sent me this too, right?
I told you what page it was on.
Oh, the cauldron of...
Don't say it.
Okay, yeah, you pop a cauldron. There.
what's that?
I made it. It's a cauldron.
Well, what do you do with it?
Well, our recent experience. I gotta get in the Pi voice, bro. Hang on. All right. Our recent misadventures have led me to a conclusion that we won't always get a second chance, and I may not always be there, even though I wasn't the one who brought Robert back. Something could happen to me or any of you, and I thought it might be good to have a backup plan. So I made this, and either Robert or which campaign are we in? Either Robert or Xardaar could use it. This is the Xardaar campaign, right?
Yes.
Xardaar isn't a druid.
Yes. Okay. Either Robert or Xardaar could use it.
Xardaar's a ranger. He's not a druid.
Fuck! I thought he was a druid. Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
that's real.
I guess it's just me.
Yes, the Cauldron of Rebirth.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that
Basically-
we can... I mean, druid, ranger...
No.
No.
No?
Well,
That ain't how it
it requires attunement by a druid or warlock. So
But it doesn't say that's the person that has to use it.
no, it doesn't. But also, come on.
So let's have Thamior attune to it. They'll probably be interested by its properties anyway.
Famir's
Either
a
way.
wizard, though.
Either way,
He probably took a level in something. He's
to
weird.
elaborate further, and if one of us were to die, unfortunately, within 10 days, another could just put us in the cauldron with 200 pounds of salt, which I have in my my workshop. Don't worry, it's in there. It's only 10 gold. I assume I have it. And within 8 hours, we'll come back to life. All of our mortal wounds will be healed.
It's going to be raised dead.
Yes.
If I were the one to
At least salt
die
would
and
be
be
good
brought
meat.
back by the salt machine,
Say that again?
if I'm the one to die and I'm brought back by the salt machine, I take a salt bath and come back. Will that be me?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Have you tried?
yeah.
It's just raised dead.
Okay.
Yeah, but have you done this before?
Description is just raised dead.
Yeah.
No.
You have. Okay. Well, well, afterward.
Here's the question: Has Robert done this before? Because he's the one who has to attune to.
I see.
For what it's worth, I ain't going to tune to it until we need it. Because attuning only takes an hour, and what's adding one more hour onto that whole process?
Yeah.
So, but didn't Vinny say?
Like, in the time it takes me to find the salt, I could attune to it.
Didn't Vinny say we don't have to worry about attuned items?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care
Fair
about
enough.
Now, what do we do with the salt afterwards? Because I do enjoy bath salts.
It's absorbed by the recipient.
Damn.
So
Well,
whoever
real
comes back thirsty AAO.
And
Whoever
salty.
comes back with some very salty semen, and then he looks at Monty.
We just gotta make sure they don't eat somebody's face.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm more worried about their temperament.
Yes.
When
White
they
Fang
come
is
back.
impressed. Daughter knows the word temperament.
it. White Fang.
It was his word of the day. He has like a whole little calendar for these.
So I was gonna make something else initially until I was told that it's kind of redundant. It was an emblem that I was gonna give to Robert. I think I may have told you guys about it. And it was gonna have the Morden anvil with a raven on it. And it was basically an emblem of cancel crit that has 3 charges a day. And since Robert was hurt, I was gonna give it to him, but he has fucking adamantine armor.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone else would have loved to cancel crit.
It could only be used by a cleric or a warlock. So like this is perfect because it's like an intertwining of Pi and Robert.
yeah,
And
Wow.
it's your friendship.
Yeah, it was like this is so good, and it's like no, he can already do that. Fuck.
Yeah, but he could.
Well, don't you have it too?
No, real does.
Oh, okay. Well, we could say it was that.
It's very confusing when you act the same for both characters.
They're
Pick a voice.
essentially the same,
I'm
honestly.
aware.
Yeah, pick a voice.
Or even just a personality.
So Monty sees this cauldron and he's like, "You want me to put some of the perpetual soup in that?
No.
That sounds nasty.
Are you sure the perpetual soup? It's been going for 9 years running.
Let's make it 10 and leave it be.
All right, your loss.
As
I'm
long as it's
afraid.
kept at the right temperature and they just keep adding ingredients, it's fine.
Listen, if you've had
How
that
much
going
do you
for
trust
9
Logic
years,
to pull that off?
I'm afraid that the amount of once living matter and salt thrown into that would activate the spell.
I don't
And
think
not-
800 pounds of salt would fit in a bowl of soup.
No,
No,
once he puts the
of course.
soup into the pot, and then we put a whole bunch of salt in there with it, like what if a bunny rabbit comes out?
Wait a minute.
Pretty sure it's been more than 10 days.
What's the last animal you put in that soup?
I'm pretty sure.
And how long
it was
ago?
a bunny.
It was a bunny. All right, pour it in. We're gonna do an experiment.
We're gonna have a zombie rabbit.
I'm a mad scientist.
Do you need the whole rabbit's body? Because like I'm pretty sure they cut it up. You know?
Wait, it specifically says humanoid.
Okay. Do you have a never-
That was about to get really bad.
Just wait until we kill a kobold or something.
Or a gnomish hen.
Or a Hennish gnome.
You guys peek out
Wait,
of the
for me?
window and see the sun on the horizon.
I have an idea. Before we go, I have an idea. Real quick. I'm sorry.
Man, we sidetracked ourselves so hard.
I wanna. Are there any of the little Tabaxi kids running around?
No, do not kill one of them.
Yes.
Hey, all you cool cats and
I want to test board and stuff for you.
If we really want to try this, you kill me.
Red and black.
Hi, you were.
You
So
see,
I'm actually fine with that.
If we're gonna take your conversion effort
It's here.
to
It's red and
what could easily be misconstrued as human
It
sacrifices,
says Coke Zero.
I may have to put a stop to your proselytizing.
all right. So when Ann says you can do that, you see
Xardaar's flipping through his book.
and it just goes. Maybe later. We got places to be.
How was that spelled?
With letters.
I want to die. And is this the arc where Anne's depressed?
He's always depressed, but he's enjoying his time.
One starts playing in the background.
He's like a sad clown.
That's okay. What you guys want to?
Which is still better than a murder clown.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
What leads a clown to murder? Depression.
Right, but there's still time. We can kill him before he kills someone else.
Are you going to stop me from killing someone? He's going to kill our enemies first.
As long as he doesn't kill one of us, he's fine.
Okay.
If he starts clowning on us,
Well, I've only been killing our enemies so far,
right.
so don't worry about it. Okay, they'll be fine.
So,
You don't have to worry
I'll
about
knock Ann down. I'll have Pie stand on him, and then we're good.
it. Yeah, just don't you worry about me. I won't kill you. Okay, it's fine.
Look, I
Where's
apparently do not need your help dying.
Where's Bigson? I don't think we've seen him in a long time.
It would be interesting to kill the man who's already died.
My dog, where'd he go?
Wasn't he on the
You
ship?
with Rephram?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you left him with a
Yeah.
mystic beach priest.
All right. Well, when I went to the Underdark, I brought him back.
Well, I was just going to say, can Pie whistle?
Yes.
Do it.
He
Vixen's
does.
big enough. He'll show up.
He whistles for 3.14 seconds.
Nice. All right, that'll pay off later, guys. That's going to pay off later. Just wait.
When the Eagles come in and save us.
Yep.
But you said you don't want to deal with an additional controlled character.
Yeah, that's true.
Whenever
Oh, I'm
it's
not
best for
gonna-
comedic effect is when the dog's going to show up.
Yes.
Like that one goblin or whatever.
Yep.
That just
Awesome.
survived a fall off a mountain
Yeah, right.
and was
I'm gonna
killed,
whistle.
rightly so.
He's going to show up, and I'm going to say, Bigson, show us the meaning of haste.
The pace.
I think he said haste.
Yeah, haste.
Did he just freeze for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was going to be an explanation after that.
I had a really great idea for a challenge. For I don't know if it would necessarily be a skill challenge, but I don't know. I might do it to you guys. I'll tell you anyway. So I want to do the pacer test.
No. It's okay. Dylan wants to introduce another random reoccurring undying character.
Yes.
Hey, we saved one of his characters. Let's hope we're 2 for 2.
Oh my
It'll be
goodness.
so much fun. I just have to figure out how to tie this into a overarching Turkey-lich themed campaign.
It's gonna matter. He can literally show up anywhere. He does.
That's true. He does hop across like universes and stuff.
Space-time. It's the
He exists in all at the same time.
Like we could be going to do something and then nope, the session is about this.
Yeah.
Like anytime we don't go where you're trying to push us, boom.
Right. Every time I feel like it, just this happens.
He's like
And he will get progressively stronger, which is the whole point.
Yeah. he will level with us.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, that would be a good way to really keep us figuring out how to use our characters, actually.
Mm-hmm. Especially with that, he's like, I've waited 10 years for this day.
I saw you last week.
I've waited 100 years for this day.
Dude, it was yesterday.
I've waited 1,000 years for our rematch.
Who are you? That'll be the first time we meet him.
Yes.
He's on some weird Benjamin Button Feywild time frame.
No, he just hops like dimensions and time, and
Sometimes it doesn't really match up right. Like, you can't time travel and expect everyone to be on the same time stream you are.
he's not smart enough to keep up with the whole like multiple doctors river song thing going on.
Bagheera would keep a diary, though. After like the third encounter, he'd start,
Yeah, but in the
he'd start making
overarching
notes.
Turculus campaign, you're not going to be that party.
Yeah.
They're just going to be NPCs. Mostly people whose exploits you hear about, and occasionally see the after effects of. Like, I already know what's going to happen to Orkton.
Orkton?
Yeah, where
Orktown?
the orcs were.
Okay.
Orktown. Yeah, Orkton.
They're going to eat Bagheera.
You're not going to eat Bagheera. I mean, someone's getting eaten, but it's not Bagheera.
Better not be Robo.
Donnie's gonna let Bagheera get eaten. He's not gonna let it happen.
Well, as long as Gavin's not there, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Gavin only wants to eat birds.
He's like one of the assistant principals there.
Gavin didn't even wait.
It was great. Man, I miss playing Snazzy.
Yeah, Snazzy was awesome.
We gotta do like some other like theme. What holiday's coming up? Is Halloween
Labor.
the next one?
Halloween would be the next big one, because I certainly wouldn't count Labor Day.
That'd be a weird holiday to do. How would we do
I
that?
know, right? What
We
kind
don't
of
go to work.
campaign would you do?
I wouldn't be opposed to us doing like a Halloween one shot, but like with a different system, like Monster of the Week or like Kids on Bikes or something like that.
Call of Cthulhu or something of that nature.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Adventure Zone podcast, and their first campaign was D&D. Their second one was Monster of the Week, and I love that one so much. It's just like it's just straight vibes.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm back on my phone until my computer comes back up.
Oh. Are you okay with us continuing with this?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna have to roll anything for a little while, I assume, right?
Yeah, you should be good.
Yeah, I'll just do it on my phone until my computer's back. It shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay, cool.
All right, so does sunset count as dim light?
Yes.
Does it have eyes?
Yeah,
No, not this sunset. Okay.
not this one. It's not that screaming star from that planet on Rick and Morty.
It's not wearing
And it's
sunglasses way up
And it's
there?
also not the sun from Soul Eater.
Or Teletubbies.
So are you guys gonna depart from the Salty Seaman now
Where are we heading?
to Roust? He said he's got some info for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's roll, boys.
All right. So you guys depart from the Salty Seaman, and you make your.
As soon as we get outside, Xardaar goes, and look, a distraction.
Where?
He flaps his cloak, and turns into a bat.
Whoa! I am surprised. Where'd that thing come from? I start throwing rocks at it. Get out of here!
Can't you,
The
like,
bat
only do that
lands
once a
on
day?
Wolfang.
Wolfang?
It's a bat. It doesn't know. Yeah,
It's you.
Sorry. Yeah, it's once a day, but it's sunset, so
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
recharge at dawn.
That's true.
I've taught him well.
It's just random trolling.
I think you
This party
still
is a bad
have like
influence
the
on
psychic
Xardaar.
link.
And mediocre distractions, yes.
So you can still communicate like mentally too, and with Pi, because Pi's entered the chat now.
Pi is in the chat, yeah.
Oh, yeah, hey there, chat. Well.
I'm still learning your shorthand and your lingo here. Give me some time.
Oh, did we dream of electric sheep last night?
I hope so.
The bat tilts its head and says, I don't have hands right now.
I'm trying to stay away from the door.
You ever dreamed in binary?
I don't have hands either, and my arm falls off.
It's like that Matrix background where it's like just ones and zeros, you know, just
Yes.
strings of those.
That's how Pi dreams. But you know how like you can still see shapes in that? Sometimes like when he's like digging the bullet out of Trinity's boob and you can like see it as like an X-ray. It's that, but it's sheep.
Okay, cheap, nice.
But yeah, Pi doesn't understand all the shorthand we've come up with. To him, it all sounds like 3 uncles wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and change the bull to a gill. Got it.
Nice.
If that ain't the right mess, I don't know what is.
He's still like scrolling through the memes, but it's all out of context to him.
And it's all GIFs, so they're taking forever to load because there's like a million of them.
Yeah. Oh man.
He's R2 waking up in the sequel trilogy.
Nice. Oh, it's unrestricted for me. Oh well. Okay. So you guys leave the Salty Seaman. You make your way towards Roust's. It is raining out today, so let me turn on the rain sound. Yeah. So you see that there's like the street lights that have been or the street lamps have been turned on, so it's illuminating your path way there. Do you guys mind the rain at all, or what do you do as you walk through?
Gannon, what do you think about the rain?
Big goat, right?
Thumbs up.
I'm more concerned about Pi than anything.
Pi like merged with the gift of a water elemental or whatever. He's fine.
Okay.
That's true.
He also
At the very least,
a kraken
like
feet.
rust resistant.
Oh, did we end up getting anything long term out of that? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, you got to like increase one of your stats.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably did that. I just don't remember what I did.
that was fun.
It was probably dead.
I think you might have done Dex because there was some trading going on.
Maybe. Yeah, my dex is 22. So.
That was so cool.
Thank you. Got it.
To your Dex. Well, as you're walking through the rain, so you see a lot of people like with their coats and hoods on. You see
Most of them are red.
Yes, you see a lot of red robes. But why don't you guys give me a perception check?
I'm mildly perceptive.
Oh God, I have to roll.
Could be worse. 18.
13. 9.
Give me a second.
I don't think I have an updated White Fang thing.
All right, I don't know what my bonus is, but I rolled a 4, so I probably don't see it.
Does it have eyes?
Does it have eyes? No.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Anne definitely clocked this. The rest of you guys are trying to just like, avoid the rain. And you see there's a lot of just like gray robes out. And they don't seem to be like suspicious. They're just like out, like kind of doing their
And proud.
Yes. Yeah, they just seem to be like just more out in the city than normally.
Right. I'd imagine I'm probably wearing some kind of like leather cloak or something like that to help deter the rain. But that's probably why I can kind of see a little bit better. Is a little bit better for water prevention.
I mean, you're a rogue. You probably got like a nice leather jacket or something, or leather trench coat or something like that. We gotta get Art of Anne so we can see what that's like.
Right.
Fans of the Blighted Grove and the Abyss, get that artwork out.
I know.
You're out there.
Tweet at us. Send it through Twitter.
No comfort on Hero Forge.
Send me that link to Pixiv.
Listen, if all of you want to send me your characters on like Warforged or some site where you can make some visual representation of them, I'll get around to drawing them at some point.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
One of our fans did it.
One of our. Nice.
Pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. Quick turnaround. Okay. Yeah, and you guys make after a half hour or so of walking, it gets a little darker. You get to the Emerald Enclave of Waterdeep. You don't bother knocking on the door. You're quite familiar with it. You see that Mister is already behind the counter, and he greets you and says, "Hello, Master Xardaar and company."
Hey, I must be company.
Yes.
Take us to your leader.
Minister.
Roust is in the backyard waiting for you.
Thank you.
See
That's it.
your
Let's go.
way over to him. And you guys walk through it's kind of like a manor. You've been here a few times. It's all kind of natural wood, not a lot of stone there. It just looks very. I don't want to say cottagecore because Roust is not that type of person. He's very clean. It's just not a lot of decorations up to. Just a lot of green drapes and just wood everywhere. Wood stairs, wood everything. You guys,
So Ron Swanson vibe.
yes.
It's the Slytherin common room.
No, it's probably not dank enough.
No.
Not creepy like Slytherin, but more a lot of green and brown. Yeah. But you
Like
guys,
it's nature based.
yeah, very yeah, exactly, nature.
So Radagast's the brown.
yeah,
Radagast.
yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Gross.
You guys walk through and you make your way out the door to the back. And I don't know if have you guys been to the back before?
Whitefang has.
White Thing has, okay.
Only once in the timeout sack.
Oh yeah, I did get in there.
Okay. Well,
Coming and going.
you guys go out the back.
You guys probably like reimagine that moment in your lives in your brain, and I see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I is now completely aware of what happens in the timeout sack.
Jesus.
Is Xardaar still a bat, by the way? No? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, yes?
Xardaar is riding on the tip of Whitefang's hat.
Anybody
Don't
else?
worry. Ralph is a part of the chat. He can hear us.
Oh, yes.
That's true. He is
Yeah.
fully aware.
So that's probably how Mister knew that it was Xardaar. Rouse probably told him, the bat is Xardaar. The bat, if you see a bat and a wolf, they're fine.
How are you not a druid?
It's his one wild shape.
It's not wild shape, it's polymorph.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Okay.
I know. It's like, oh no, what am I doing?
Okay, so you guys all hear in your minds,
Oh,
come on back, guys. I got everything ready for you. Come on back.
he's coming over.
You
Enemy.
guys step out the back, and those of you that have never been out to the back before, you're in the middle of a city. But since Rouse is really into nature, it doesn't look like you're in the city anymore. It looks more like you're in like the woods. It's got a lot of trees back there.
It's like a holodeck.
A holodeck, yes. He just got a whole lot of trees, and you guys see like a little fire going off, and there's enough like tall trees around that the rainfall, you can still hear it off in the distance, but it's not seeping through the canopy. It's like you're protected from the rain, which is just crazy how lush he has it back there with all the trees and stuff. You see that he's cut out a few like logs that you guys can sit on surrounding the fire, and you see him standing behind the fire, just standing. You can see the outline of his body behind the fire, and he says, "Come on back, guys. Take a seat. We've got some things to talk."
I'm gonna find the cushiest looking rock for my ass.
The rock, okay? Yeah.
Whitefang spends a good minute walking in a circle next to the fire.
Yeah.
I hope Xardaar just hangs upside down to a tree branch.
He better. Otherwise, what was the whole point?
I pull a guitar
So many troll options now. It's great.
Guitar.
out of the timeout sack because we always have a guitar in the timeout sack.
Yeah.
And
There's one in
so-
that.
You
There's
take
always
with
one
you?
douchebag with a guitar at any fire.
Oh, you always know it's me, baby. I'm terrible at playing, but I'm always here for it.
So,
Do you know what it means?
He's like, nah. Y'all like Wonderwall?
well, anyway, here's one. This raises a few questions. One, I thought the timeout sack was in the crypt, but you take it with you, I guess.
Of course.
And two, is it a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
some
just a
holding happens
really
in it.
big sack. It's a big sack, big enough
It's a
to
bag
fill
of
in
humping, I
a
guess.
bunch
It's
of-
larger on the
on the
inside
back
than it is on the outside. I'll say that.
Coincidentally. Guess who else is?
Oh, you know. Hmm. But yeah, the only song I actually do know is Friday. That's the only one I know. I don't even know where I learned it. So if you want me to play that, I can play it.
We don't even have the concept of Friday.
I know. That's why it's weird that I know this song.
Like, who or what is Fry, and why do they get a whole day?
Well, actually, we could have it in D&D because it originally came
Try
from
the
Freya's
first man on
day.
Mars.
And I believe Freya is part of the Nordic pantheon in D&D, so we could actually still have it. We could have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I think what in a different campaign that I've played with Robbie, I think Robbie just instead of day, it's DOS. So it's like
Yeah.
DOS, Tues DOS.
I'm sorry.
That's
Mordos,
Skyrim.
Fredos, yeah, that's the Elder Scrolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly where I got it from too.
But yes, given that canonically Tyr and Freya are in this, then sure, yes, we could have a Freya type day.
Yeah, it's Freya DOS.
Hey, Wednesday is Odin's Day because it used to be Woden.
Yeah, I know that little bit of fun fact.
And Thursday is pretty obvious. Like Thursday.
Yes.
Back on track.
No. Let me talk about North mythology.
No, because the new God of War game's coming out later this year, and we're gonna hear enough then.
See, you just say just wait.
When does it come
No,
out? 'Cause I gotta get
It's
it. Like
November.
I gotta take a week off when that comes out.
Awesome. So good.
Yeah, so you guys all pop a squat around the campfire. The sound of the rain and the fire crackling, just it's the only thing you guys hear right now. Roust is still standing in front of the fire. He doesn't take a seat. And then
Well, now I'm self-conscious, and I stand up.
sure, I mean, whatever makes you comfortable. I really could give a shit.
Well, that would make me comfortable.
I got what you guys need, but I've been in your minds. I know what you guys are doing, and well, not all of that. I'm not Santa Claus. I don't see you when you're sleeping. I see you when you're dreaming, though. But that's a different thing.
Don't seem different to me.
We're pretty gross.
I wanted to talk to you guys about what you've been doing. You know, Thursday, I've seen that part. You know, he's kind of not really been here, but it looks like he's back in the picture, and you guys are going to take him out, yeah?
That is the plan.
That's apparently what we've been trying to do.
I want to...
Join the team.
I'm more of a in the backgrounds type of person. I've been doing some research too, and the ingredients that you guys are getting to concoct this spell, there's more that you can do with it, and I wanted to gauge your thoughts on something. So, if this spell is powerful enough to take out Therisden,
Sealed.
seal him away. Yeah, I mean, either way, he'll be out of the picture.
For now.
Why stop there?
Oh no, Robbie! Ay, Dios mío.
This is the conversation.
So you're saying
Messed up,
that if
yeah.
we sacrifice Anne and let him become the avatar of Mr. T, that we can kill Mr. T once and for all with this spell instead of just sealing him away?
Yes, you're gonna seal him in Anne and then kill Anne. Yes, that's exactly.
And
what
then
it
we
is.
can bring Anne back with the magic cauldron.
And he'll be a little salty, but
He's already.
ain't nothing he ain't used to.
Are you back, Robbie? Can you hear us?
Apparently not.
Ruby?
So I did all that for nothing.
Yeah. I wasted a good.
Look at all that concentration on his face.
Robbie.
Make a con save.
Rabu,
Make a connectivity save.
He moved. Okay, we're good.
Curtis. That's the one.
Make a connectivity save.
Yeah.
oh shit! I just got it. I thought it was activity. I didn't hear activity. I heard activity.
That was a good one, Dylan. If I had money, I'd give you money for that.
Give him inspiration.
Doesn't he already have it?
No? I have the divine intervention,
Divine, okay.
which is different.
I'll give you both then.
Sweet.
Yes, you get inspiration for that. Honestly, I'm trying to give out inspiration a lot more often
Oh god.
because
Might have a blue.
I just hear DM saying like, yeah, give inspiration away like candy, and I'm trying to give you guys diabetes.
So you don't feel alone?
Yeah.
I almost feel bad about that one.
If you just give inspiration whenever a player does something good, like, either in character or just something clever.
I mean, I feel like Xardaar would get inspiration for literally just being okay with dying to save Anne's mom. That's on par for what he does for family.
Is it because Robert lost a limb and you might have a future kinship with that?
Yes, that's exactly it. Not a hand though. I gotta keep these. These are.
Are you okay, Falcon?
It was a lot darker than the previous joke.
Yes, it was.
Oh, now Robbie's got BRB. Fucked up my audio. Damn. Well, let's talk about this then. Mister comes out and brings you guys a tray of drinks, and since Rouse has been in your head, he already knows what drink you would want to drink around a campfire. So what does he bring out for you? What's your campfire cozy drink for your character?
Ooh,
But don't you know?
good camp.
I just want to confirm, I want to make sure I got it right.
Pies is a pumpkin spice latte. I know. Soon.
You think I'm already fucking looking. You can pre-order that stuff, but it's overpriced right now.
Hold on, let's talk about that.
Listen, you can get it delivered, but it's not worth it right now. You gotta wait until it's for everyone.
You can reserve the first pumpkin spice latte and have it delivered to you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, you can buy the pods and the coffee, but it's like $30 for the things.
Ugh.
It's like,
I hope they make the pumpkin brittle again this year. It's been 3 years now.
the only grocery stores that are around me is Walmart, neighborhood Walmart, and something called Harps.
I think Hope's in Gannon.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Probably
There's
does
no
that.
Kroger. There's no Food Lion. There's just Walmart. Oh, there's a Whole Foods too, which I forgot.
Ah,
was
even
on
worse.
Amazon.
That's like $5 for a slice of bread there. I shopped there once, and it was over double my normal grocery budget.
I checked it out. Really didn't have a lot.
Yeah, the bunch of shit they didn't have too, and I still spent over double my normal grocery budget.
They did have that pumpkin spice cider though. I'm like, I gotta get that, man.
That's hot.
There's a brewery kind of close to where I live that has that and makes it.
He's back.
Robbie, can you hear us?
He's
Yeah,
back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
We were talking.
See what we end up talking about when you leave.
Yeah. Did you catch the last thing I said, Robbie?
No.
So Rouse said, the thing that you're getting is going to seal away theirs. And he said, why stop there?
Well, where else can we go? Seems like the natural stop.
Well, there's also Marjorie.
I don't know. She seems pretty chill.
I don't know, man. I quite literally owe my ass to her.
Pi stands up.
Whoa, guys, let's take a breath. Let's talk about, what good she's actually done for you, right? She's the goddess of balance, right? Let's talk about that for a minute there.
You know what? I think I see where you're going with this. We should tip the scales in our favor, right?
No. I'm not saying tip the scales. I'm saying fucking get rid of the scales. Why does everything need to be balanced? Is there really balance? If something good happens to you, so something worse has to happen to offset it? I mean, Anne, you're a pretty good thief, right? You're pretty good at stealing. You got good hands, right? Balance isn't just you. Sometimes people unbalance their own lives so that something good can happen to you. And I know your father, Bevson, works for Xanathar, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Whoops. I guess that's just between me and you. Well, and you have one really good mom, right? Don't you love your mom? She's the best.
Yeah.
I thought you knew what we'd been up to.
I know what you've been up to.
So you know what's going on with Anne's mom.
Well, I was in your head, so yeah, I saw what happened.
You were also there in person.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So, thank you. If something real, and for you to have such an amazing mom like her, and then an absent father, kind of seems like something good and then something bad, right? Your dad, a master thief, got some of his fingers taken by Xanathar, so he unbalanced that part of himself, and guess who became a good thief in his place?
Yeah, boy.
Is that really fair, Anne?
Fuck yeah, it worked out for me.
Well, I mean, in your favor, I guess it did. And what about you, Xardaar? Xardaar, you've got a pretty good family right now, right? I mean, you'd say Anne, Pi, Robert, Whitefang. I mean, Whitefang's your best friend. He's the closest family you have, right?
Yes.
Don't you think it's kind of weird, in order for you to have this good a family, you had to give up your other family? Maybe you didn't choose that, but maybe something bad happened to you first, so something good can happen to you later. Is that really
After
fair?
seeing what we've seen when we die, those multiple times, I do not believe this balance is for the individual's sake.
Yeah, 9 a lot sucked.
I didn't know everything else though.
I forgot about that.
It was bad. What has happened is bad, but
I fell on lava because I could not fall into it.
But seeing the scales themselves, this isn't about individuals. This is about it all.
Yeah.
Well, so it sounds to me like you're trying to make a business proposition. And if there's anything I know about business, it's that a market without regulations lacks the means to correct itself when things get too far afield.
That's what I'm saying, right? There's only one person here that's really in charge of this balance. That's Marjorie. We think that we can try and, balance things out ourselves, but it's out of our control. We've got no control over it. I'm sure, Xardaar, if you had the choice, you could keep Whitefang and also your family, right?
My family is alive. That is all that matters.
Yeah, and you only met them, what, a week ago? How
That
old
is
are you?
all that matters.
I'm right back.
You're barking up the wrong tree, man. But I mean, I'm an anarchist, so I'm down with it. But you know, one way or another.
And Arcus
Coming.
is
I got a
Arcus.
15 for insight. Does Rouse actually seem like himself?
Yes. You haven't really spent a whole lot of time with Roust other than knowing that, like, he's good at what he does and he doesn't really care. Like, the thing that he cares about more is nature. And I guess with that 15, you get to feeling that, like, sorry guys, I had my wife bring blood sugar, bring ice cream because my blood sugar.
Bring blood sugar?
My blood sugar's low, so I'm a little rambly right now.
No, like leave it at that. Don't clarify what it is. It's much funnier this way
And
Yes.
much more ominous.
and hilarious.
I'm blood sugar right now.
I need blood sugar.
You get it seems more like he wants to let things happen more naturally, like leave it up to nature rather than let someone be behind the curtain pulling the strings. He thinks it's not fair the way that things are happening right now. Like, some good things have happened to you, yes, but at the cost of bad things happening to you too.
Well, Rouse, I see what you're saying about how everything good is coming with something bad. I mean, hell, I know that very well.
Yeah,
I've lost
you do.
quite a bit as a result of this.
And
But I do know that without that course correction and being in place, ain't none of us would have made it this far.
I'm done.
he
And I don't believe Marjorie is pulling strings.
And more than what has happened would have happened. There would be much bigger concerns.
he sighs, and he
If-
goes,
Wait.
If we remove that counterweight, then the pendulum could swing too far the other way and get stuck.
Rouse, have you ever heard of the phrase "too much of a good thing"?
I think he's talking about too little of a good thing.
talking what?
Talking about too little of a good thing.
Yes, Pi, I have heard of too much of a good
Okay.
thing. I mean, you've been down to the south part of town. You saw how poor those people are? When is the balance going to be in their favor?
You're
When Xanathar and the Red Ropes are gone.
a triangles,
They're triangles.
Listen,
square.
I don't care for the red robes.
This is it. No pull it.
They want to change the scales. I'm trying to get rid of the scales. You know?
No problem.
You've met Lydia,
Wait,
and Lydia, if you guys don't remember,
We
you
talk so.
guys snuck into like that bar that was like really
No
uppity,
pull it.
and that's where you guys got the red robes from.
Yeah.
Remember her?
I remember her. She was in it, Robert.
Yeah,
At least when they weren't at the cult meeting.
Yeah.
One.
Her scale has
Hey,
never
number
been
one.
unbalanced. Her family has been rich for generations. Their family has been rich longer than elves have been alive, most likely. Right? I mean, that's a euphemism, of course. But when is her bad gonna come? Her scale's been tipped and it's not moving. And that's
Again.
what I think is happening. Some people.
I think you're focusing too much on individual scales
Yeah, I am.
when there's bigger scales.
Get in.
If we
Get
let,
Get
hold, you're gonna have to go over here.
in. No.
If we let all the individual scales swing freely with nothing to keep everything in balance, they can all swing one way,
Now.
or they can all be removed. Think about how many people would be lost if not for what we have done. Think of the state of the Dwyer Guard. Think of the state of the Elves of Ancestor. Think of what would have happened to Mystic Beach had we not been there.
That was the unbalanced scales. The crick was what the concern was, not individual people, but what was happening to existence.
A lot of this is happening because somebody's putting their thumb on the wrong side of the scale.
Bye-bye.
What I gather from Marjorie is that she only puts her thumb on the scale to balance out somebody else's thumb.
Yes.
And it's a pretty big thumb.
No,
It is a big thumb. And guys, I'm not gonna try and sway you anymore. It seems like your mind's been made up. But Robert, I'm only gonna leave you with one thing. What if, when you wished for those elves to come back, that the people of Edicester didn't have to pay a price?
You mean Fawnhill?
I'm sorry. Yes.
If you're going to use my past against me, get it right.
But it wasn't Fawnhill that disappeared because of your wish. It was random people. Fawnhill was the work of the Red Road specifically. We know this.
Yeah, but he knows that Robert blames himself for that.
Yeah, but Xardaar would stand up and stuff.
And to be fair, like, you guys are like assuming that, I mean, the red robes were there, and it was like 187 people from somewhere. It could have been
Diamond Douche was there.
And Mosri said they would die, not that they would just vanish. Like, people who were near their time would die a bit sooner. An entire town? No, that's not what she said.
Now, what's the replacement?
Yeah, if you're gonna cry, go to your
For
room.
what?
What replaces the scales?
The replacement? Freedom. And
Oh, because you're being sure.
freedom.
Roust, if I may,
Okay, me too.
a follower of the god of creativity.
I'm familiar with
Another
it.
quote comes to mind. From adversity comes creation. What's what you do all the time, this incredible nature magic. None of it would have been possible. None of it would have been mastered by people like us without the adversity to put us to make it a necessity. None of it would be possible. If everything was exactly how we wanted it, we would never strive to create or overcome, and we wouldn't even have civilization as we know it today without the bad. Because it's human nature. You have to change more than just the scale. You have to change of life itself.
I hear you, Pi. I know there's still going to be bad people out there too doing bad things, but I guess I'm just assuming that when something good happens to someone, something good that someone really deserves it happening to them, that it doesn't come at the cost of something bad happening to them later. That's what I'm looking for.
Stop.
And hey,
I think it works that way.
what was that?
I don't think it works that way.
I don't die. I'm not dead yet.
I think there's a finite amount of what our world can handle. And if things get out of hand, the world's over. Unfortunately, we're bound by the laws of reality, even in a land as magical as this.
Yeah, hey, I didn't make the rules.
Rouse, I think if we took the reins out of the hands of those who will be around long after we're gone and who, in a lot of cases, want things that have nothing to do with us on a personal level, and in some cases are beyond our comprehension. Most of them are beyond mine entirely. I think if, let's say hypothetically, we were to take those reins and put them in like our hands, we would do a worse job no matter our intentions due to our being so close to everything that's going on. And if we let the reins hang free, eventually somebody is going to scoop them up and steer them wherever they want them to go. If we let the sails flap in the breeze, who's to stop Xanathar or someone worse than Xanathar
Well,
from being the one who gets control?
well, there's you guys. If you guys can stop Xanathar, what does that have to do with?
There won't always be us.
I mean, you're right. You're right. listen, you guys have made up your mind. I just wanted to bring my piece out to you because I thought that, you know, with all the bad and also the good that's happened to you, that maybe you were thinking something. And I'm not going to stand in your way. I just wanted to maybe plant a little seed.
I think planting a little seed is what caused a lot of this trouble in the first place.
I mean, yeah, look at Anne's mom, right? I'm sorry, that's the wrong
Too
choice
soon.
of words. That, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by that.
I think very loudly. Do you guys think Rouse is a bit of a fucking dick?
He can hear you, but
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
yeah.
Hi, it's okay.
Rouse, did you call us here for this, or do we have actual business?
Yeah,
To
did you
address.
call us here to talk shit about my mom, or are we actually going to do something?
No.
Jump out over the radio.
I'm going to roll for intimidation because I'm pissed.
You're not going to intimidate Rouse.
Do you know what my modifier for intimidation
His
is?
is pretty big.
Can you intimidate a Hydra?
His is pretty good.
A 31 might do it.
And you've been standing this whole time, right, Robert?
Yeah. This time, all I do is I just put my hand on Frostbrand.
I think that, and feel free to re-describe this in any way that you want, with like the fire kind of bouncing off of your armor, and like as you get levels, you become closer and closer to the Raven Queen. Like your eyes are shining. What color are they shining in the dark?
Definitely indigo.
Indigo. Okay.
There's got to be like a speck of white in there because Marjorie is
It's
present.
pink.
And you've got like the handprint of Marjorie
Yep.
on your cheek.
And remember, his shadow is not affected by light.
Yeah. And I want to say maybe your shadow like is just
Gross.
larger in the background of the trees behind you. And Rouse he seems very small in this moment. Opposed to him this way. He goes, hey, business guys. Like I said, I'd help you, and that's what I'm here to do.
Thank you.
You guys were in Neverwinter. Tanaya, she's the leader of the Emerald Enclave over there. She is actually from the Feywild, and I spoke to her, and she said if you come to her, that she will take you there.
Well, I'm pretty sure Anne would always come for her.
Oh, we know it. I can't wait to see my muscle mommy.
She said that she also has some preparations to do to get you guys ready. Apparently, planar travel isn't the easiest thing to pull off. So she said if you just give her some time to prepare, maybe come back the next day or so, she'll have everything ready for you.
Okay.
And if you guys want to leave, you can leave.
Well, I don't see any reason difference of opinion should keep people from being friendly.
Listen, I'm still here to help you, Xardaar. I know we have more of a professional relationship, so I'm obviously going to be running into you.
Look, we all want Mr. T out of the picture.
Yeah.
After that, I will return to work.
It's funny, like Xardar's like, I'm getting paid overtime for this.
I'm just on sabbatical right now. Yeah, I'm
Xardaar set up
like
free lodging in every city the Emerald Enclave has a base, okay?
And that's mattered one time.
Yeah.
We have free lodging in Pie's Pocket.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but we have an actual inn if we ever needed to use our horses again.
and
We can have stables and we have
An airship.
all dock fees are paid for.
and people that I can steal from. Like,
Again, how many docks is that going to be a problem at?
Some people might not like a ship hanging over the city.
I don't
I've
think
got
that's going to
enough
matter at Mystic Beach. It's certainly not going to matter in Waterdeep because Monty has his own private dock.
There's Neverwinter.
We've never docked at
Well,
Neverwinter.
we're gonna have to find out, aren't we?
well, I've got a contact in Neverwinter, so I mean,
There's also
Same.
You do have a
the,
business now.
the teleportation in Roust's in the Emerald Enclave that connects to all the Emerald Enclaves. And other various teleportation circles if you have that phone number.
What is the phone?
We each plug Pi in, then we hit a couple numbers, and he makes that modem screech.
So what was it like when you were a kid?
It sounded like it was in pain.
So at this point, Mister, he's brought out the drinks for you guys. He's just kind of standing there awkwardly because he wasn't given another command.
Hey, mister.
Yes.
Do you like sandwiches?
Yes, I do.
Put your hand in my hole.
Get in there real deep.
As you command, sir. And he
You too,
sticks his hand there. And he pulls out a Monte Cristo.
Huh.
All right.
You too, Roust.
Oh, sure. He sticks his hand in there, and he feels around a little confused to see what he could be feeling. And he pulls out a
Penis.
penis. He pulls out a penis.
Full of bees.
What is? I think he just I think that Rouse is just a BLT guy.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
There's something simple, BLT.
The BLTs are fucking good.
Just a BLT.
I thought he would be a vegan, but all right.
Well, it's Brussels lettuce and tomato.
Ew.
It's veggie bacon.
But he's not.
I mean, he kills Hydra, so he
Yeah.
can't be pro everything.
Well, hydras are monstrosities, aren't they?
They're what?
Or are they beasts? Are hydras monstrosities or are they beasts? Because if they're
Depends on what
monstrosities,
plane
they're
you're
not
on, I guess.
natural.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Listen, Roust, just because we disagree on some things doesn't mean we can't all sit by the fire and share sandwiches and pumpkin spice lattes.
It's a
Of
horror.
course.
Huge monstrosity.
Yep, it's a monstrosity, so it would be perfectly normal for him to kill that.
Yeah. I mean, if it threatens nature, then I go for it. It's fine. Sometimes you got.
You realize at some point he's going to end up protesting in a Walmart parking lot, right?
Roust is.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll be like, Roust, what are you doing? And he goes, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
Ba, ba, ba.
Listen, guys, I'm sorry for kind of bringing this whole thing down. I just kind of thought and hoped that we'd be on the same page, and it's okay that we're not. It's totally cool. But if you guys want to get to Neverwinter, I'm sure you guys have a bunch of ways to get there. You've got boats. You've got, I think Monty gave you a flying boat, right? You can also use the teleportation circle. I mean, it's really up to you guys. But I got you to the next step. What you guys do from there, it's up to you.
Do you need
I
some?
prefer the teleportation circle.
What'd you say, Curtis?
I said, do you need some help with something, Roust? You seem very troubled.
Well, no. I mean, I'm just kind of bummed. I thought you guys would be on my side, but hey, it's all good. It happens.
Hey, Rouse, you like bees?
Oh, God.
Yeah, of course. The bees are dying. We got to save the bees.
Hold on, I got some. I'll give him a jar of bees.
You just hand it to him.
Just a jar of bees.
It's just been in your pocket.
Good thing I bought two this time.
This is wonderful. I'm going to add it to the the honeycombs. I don't know.
The hives, yeah.
The bee sanctuary.
I'm good with this.
Hey, have you just been dropping sugar water down in there to keep them alive while you've been carrying them?
Xardaar
has.
You guys both said it.
Robert is not thinking
This was
about it.
established very early on that Robert would not take care of the bees.
He wouldn't think about it.
True.
Because he was going to pull them out and be like, ah, shit.
When he first pulled them out, he was surprised they were still alive.
As you guys are just kind of chilling there,
Do we have s'mores?
We do
Mr.
now.
definitely gave you some s'mores, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. yeah, as you guys are kind of like, finishing up your conversation with Rouse there, you guys being kind of on like the other side of the city. The Salty Seaman is kind of like on the coast, just about. Why don't you guys give me a perception check?
Ooh, nice.
This is based
Ooh,
on
okay.
hearing.
Perception.
On hearing, I don't know if that makes a difference for me.
Yeah, I don't know. How to
17.
17, nat 1,
I
19.
19, and what'd you get, Robbie?
that is gonna be a 26.
Okay. So, good, because the DC was 20. So the rest of you guys are, except for Anne, are just kind of like focused on the conversation with Rouse and Mister and having your s'mores and your drinks and just the crackling of the fire. And Anne, I think Anne is probably just a little bit more on edge with everything that's been going on. And way off in the distance, you can barely hear it. What sounds like a boom, almost like an explosion.
Can I tell what?
Or just like something heavy got.
Can I tell what direction?
Just need this.
It sounds very far away because you could barely hear it, but towards the coast.
Okay.
Where's the
Like, because I'm trying to remember exactly where this is in comparison, but I'm like trying to think: is it closer to where the Salty Seaman is, or like where the docks are?
You're in the north
I can
ward,
tell.
kind of close to the walls here, so that Rouse can like quickly get outside of the city and like get towards nature and shit.
Okay. Did y'all hear that?
You're what?
What?
There was an explosion, or a large sound. I'm not sure what.
Xardaar flies straight up into the air.
Wait, was he was still a bat this whole time?
Oh yeah, the whole time. See, I thought that sound was just my tummy rumbling.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are about.
So we're like over here somewhere.
Yeah, kind of like. Yeah, the north.
Oh, over here.
Yeah. This is pretty close to Thamior's.
Yeah, but it was definitely like somewhere in that area,
Towards the
right?
coast, yeah. You couldn't tell if it was like on the north or on the south end of the coast. But you definitely heard like a boom. And again, not necessarily like an explosion, but like maybe something really heavy got dropped.
So Xardaar is above the trees looking as a bat.
Alright, Xardaar, with the rain.
Should we start heading that way, boys?
Yeah, Xardaar, I'll figure it out. Let's roll.
Flying overhead. I have a flying speed of 40 feet.
Okay, Xardaar, give me a perception check with disadvantage because of all the rain.
Okay.
Wouldn't he be? He's a bat. He echolocates. Wouldn't rain make it easier to see, like Daredevil?
No, he just hears rain.
He just hears rain.
Probably only like close stuff. I feel like after a while it just becomes a wall of like.
Thought it would be like Daredevil. Man, it was.
Plus, I don't have like a full list of proficiencies for a bat. But the first flat roll was a 15. The second flat roll was an 18. Whatever addition a bat should have.
Let's find out what a bat should have.
If being a bat isn't enough, Xardaar can still fly without being a bat.
So, blind. Wow, you have blind sight. That's nice. The bat can't use its blind sight while deafened. You have advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing. Well, this one's licking. Yeah, so a 15. Okay, you don't see anything like an explosion or fire or anything, but what you do see as you look around, you see a lot of people in gray robes, and they're no longer just like casually walking like you saw them earlier, but now they're like moving with purpose.
The gray robes are up to something. Who are the gray robes?
Xanathar's guys.
Ain't they Xanathar's boys?
Yep.
To the seaman.
Let's get that thing.
I'd much prefer to the death. Thank you.
To the death of the seaman.
If you're gonna go, that's how you're
Keep
gonna
a
go.
salty death. He's focusing on flying. His thoughts aren't that good.
All right. So you guys leave Rouse, I'm assuming, right? And you're making your way towards the Salty Seaman.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the direction it came from.
Well, I guess you guys are making your way towards the coast.
If I can tell where the gray robes are going, that's where I'm telling everyone to go.
Okay, I guess you kind of see from the direction that you're at, they're all moving kind of. Let me draw an arrow. They're kind of moving like in this direction.
Okay.
And,
Well, then I'm moving in that direction.
yeah.
Okay.
That's where the hullabaloo is. And I'm going out of my way to like bump any red robe or gray robe I see, like just enough to knock them off balance. Like, sorry, don't move.
Yeah.
Watch where you're going.
And I'm trying to like not be seen as I'm moving through, like blending in either with crowd or just, you know, in the shadows.
No one's looking up to see someone flying in the rain, so Xardaar can't be seen.
Oh,
I have advantage on stealth checks anyways. So.
nice.
And Pie's just standing in the middle of the road, like Bjorn did that one time.
I mean,
Next to the fire ganassi.
No, he's using his Heelys to propel him forward.
Nice.
no, I mean, do we have a better idea of like where the sound is coming from now, or no?
After that initial sound, you
Southwest,
haven't
I
heard it
guess.
again. You just heard towards the coast, basically opposite from wherever you guys were, which is
How
So I'm just following the crowd.
in feet? How far away are we from like the middle of the market district?
I said it took you roughly.
You can't dimension door.
Yeah, I said it took you maybe like a little bit over 30 minutes to get from the Salty Seaman to Rousts, which is like around here. So I'd say maybe 15 minutes of walking will get you guys to the market district.
Never mind. I mean,
Yeah, 8
nah.
feet. I don't know how. That's a city, man. I don't know.
The city is much larger than the map leads me to believe.
Probably
So,
like
And I'm probably even like doing time wrong because I can walk for 30 minutes and like only go down a few blocks depending on where I'm walking, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. You guys get to the market district, and you guys notice that like it's not super late. Like in our time, you know, it is fall, so the sun sets a lot sooner. It's only maybe 7:30. You know, like people are still out doing stuff at 7:30. But like you see that like doors and windows are shut. You see that like people usually have like lights hanging outside of their door, and those are all like turned off even in the rain. It's almost as if like people are trying to like, no one's home, you know, no one's here. And you guys stop at the market district, which, you know, the market is still open like until pretty late at night. Like people buying goods and like, you know, things that people don't want to sell during the day. But like the people are all gone. So you guys stop in the market district just to kind of like assess what's going on. When,
today a holiday?
what was that?
I goes, is today a holiday?
No holiday. And you guys, you know, just reconvene and take a look around. When suddenly something breaks the silence and the sound of the rain. The sound of metal greaves hitting the paved ground beneath it echoes through the vacant streets. This person is running towards you, and they call out your name in distress. And it sounds familiar. Guys, it's me, it's Shemesh. I've been looking all over for you.
Long time no see.
She's like out of breath. Like she's wearing her like full suit of armor. You know, she is like not doing well. You can't tell if it's rain or sweat, but it's probably sweat.
Well, what does it smell like?
Sweaty lizard?
Oh, it is raining.
Yeah,
It is humid
Wait,
outside.
do lizards sweat?
this one does.
I think they're cold blooded.
I
Gross.
Don't
All right, what's going on?
it's Monty. He's been taken.
Oh shit! Wait, take it which way?
Um, Sam,
Damn, she was not paying attention.
I was gonna see if there's like anything specific I needed to say. Xanathar took him.
That bastard. Anything else we need to know?
Xanathar also took Thriss, which, if you guys remember, is her lizard girlfriend. Lizard folk girlfriend.
Time to kill Xanathar.
Well, we ain't about to just sit around and let that happen. Robert loves love.
I like how captions caught "Time to Kill Santa" instead of Xanathar.
We already did that.
Listen, there's some things I'm bound by duty, and I can't help
Sexy.
you. I'm one of the leaders of the city, and Xanathar's one of the leaders of the city. I can't go against him.
You openly staged a kidnapping as a keeper of the law. Are you not required to intervene?
It wasn't Xanathar directly. It was
Well, you
his
can
own
go
brothers.
after the people who did do it. That's within your right.
You guys look at her, and she's got her blade kind of hanging off her hip. You see that there's a little bit of blood on it, and she goes, "This is how I know that they took Monty. I wrestled with a few of the Grey Robes, and that's how I got this information. But I can't go. I've been running around, and a few of them got me.
Oh shit! I heal her.
Oh, that feels good. Thank you.
I don't know what I casted, but it's
Let's go.
You thematically heal her.
Great.
At this point, are we stronger than Shemesh? I feel like we've run into her enough that we would know.
I don't.
Because we've seen her in action.
And if she was operating alone, she was probably just outnumbered. Like that, she probably let emotions get the better of her.
I made the stats for her a long time ago, and I need to look at them again. But at that time that I made her stats, I think you guys were level 4.
Mm-hmm.
She was probably level 8 or level 9 or
I
something.
think you guys have caught up, if not are pretty dang close. I mean, the 4 of you guys together could probably take her, but one on one, I don't know about that.
Where is this going?
I was just using that
He
to
wants
get.
to know the threat level.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, what are we dealing with? If the leader of the guard can't do something, what are we up against?
She's just honor bound. She's a paladin. It's part of her oath. She can't break her oath.
She could have just said it's a Paladin thing, and Robert would have stopped questioning it. I'm like, oh yeah, I get the rules.
Yeah, kind of like oath to the crown, but the crown is the city.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee. I can't wait anymore.
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right, go on for me.
And
Go
listen,
2 for 3.
2 for 3 ain't bad.
and listen, you guys know this Xanathar fight was coming.
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
I mean, the question was before or after the Feywild did we kill him? I knew it was coming.
Not how I saw it coming.
No, best to get it out of the way. I mean, we knew he was going to make a move against Monty, just didn't know it was
Yeah.
the second day we were in town.
I figured he would do it when we were out of town,
Yeah.
which would lead to us having to sneak in.
Which I think is him going his hubris. He doesn't care about you.
Right. Well, he shouldn't. We haven't really presented ourselves as a major threat yet to him.
Yeah, not to him
Just-
personally.
Sending a thought to Roust. Xanathar's making a move against us.
He leaves you on red.
If it gets bad enough, he will step in.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
more
how do we know he even opened the message? Like, what if he just had
He
the
left
app
his phone
open
red.
and he has left his phone? Or what if he accidentally clicked on the notification when he meant to just push it away and then he had to back out to get back to what he was trying to do?
I
Yeah.
hate that, man. I hate that.
Because then I forget that I had to go answer something.
Exactly. I you leave it at the top unread, so you respond to it whenever you're ready.
Because otherwise I'm like, oh shit, dude, I wasn't ignoring you. My bad.
I've got Google Messages that I'm using, and what's really nice is after a day, if you haven't responded to somebody, it'll send you a notification say hey, did you mean to respond to this person? It's done that to me a couple times with Vinny.
Nice. I gotta get on that. Okay. Well, you guys have kind of been towards the entrance a little bit when you guys sat in on that one meeting with everyone. You know that the entrance is up at the top of the mountain, which is about right there. Yeah, Mount Waterdeep. And you guys make your way up.
Still about.
Is there
So he doesn't have as far up to go.
is there a lot of people here, or is it kind of like quiet?
It's quiet. You know, you see like a few like people who are just like homeless, maybe still outside, like in the rain, or like hiding under like, you know, parts that are kind of dry. You don't see. I think since you stopped, you don't really see any more red robes. It seems like they all kind of ran to be in their lair. Yeah, you don't really see a lot of not red robes, gray robes. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So.
And I don't know how sneaky I could be, but I am still trying to like blend in with the surroundings and be sneaky. So ideally, if we see someone up ahead, we can like pause and then I can try to like sneak up there.
Okay, yeah, so you guys start making your way up the mountain. And you're being pretty quiet. When you do run into two gray robes, and I don't think that they've seen you. I think the rain is kind of camouflaging the sound of you guys there. But you do see two gray robes standing between you guys and like the entrance to the mountain. Or the entrance to the lair halfway up the mountain.
I feel like Anne does really dramatic sneaking. Like he feels like he's in like a spy movie and he's like darting around and everybody else is like Skyrim sneaking. Just
he's rolling and
All right, so as soon as two gray robes are seen, Xardaar is like 60 feet in the air. He cancels his bat transformation, whips out his bow, and I just rolled two 29s to just peg them from above. But then I grab my cloak and start flying again. Because that's not the same as the transformation, and I can do that.
It feels like in Breath of the Wild when like time slows down.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he does that, I'm gonna try and coordinate a shot as well of my crossbow.
You just hear, guys, watch this.
Okay, you rolled two 29s.
I was just gonna yeet them off the mountain.
Okay, roll damage for me.
So the gray robes aren't like evil people though. They just work for a douchebag.
I wasn't trying to kill them. I was just trying to
Yeah, it's like the Thieves Guild. Like
injure them a good bit.
That's why I was just gonna throw them.
Off a mountain.
I mean, you know.
I mean, they might make their death saves. Who knows?
That's a 10 piercing on one and a 13 on the other.
Okay, they're both still standing, but they're not looking good.
Alright, then I'll just intimidate them.
And one of them I shot with an arrow. It was a 25 to hit and 11 damage.
The one that he did 10 damage to, or the one that he did 13 damage to?
13.
Nice.
Okay, so this is such a cool scene. It's raining. You guys are on the top of the mountain. Xardaar's a bat above you guys, and he like tells you what he's gonna do. Xardaar untransforms, hits both of them. One of them like cries out in pain because it hurt a little bit more, and crossbows that one, and that one goes down. The one that's still standing, the one that took 10 damage, goes, "Holy shit! What's going on? What happened? Did they find us?"
Movement.
Alright, I'm just gonna pick them up and intimidate them. And
Yeah, he intimidates him.
I mean,
it's over 30. Like,
Yeah, Jesus.
Where's Monty? Or you're next.
Holy shit, did you? Oh my god, oh, you are fucking scary, dude. Monty. Well, I quit. I don't work for Xanathar anymore. Xanathar took him.
Good choice. Specifics.
Well, Xanathar couldn't do it himself, so we overpowered Monty. I mean, Monty killed a lot of us, but we were able to swarm him with numbers. And And we took him. Monty's knocked out. He's probably dead already. I don't really know. He's been into his Xanathar for a few minutes now.
I meant where in the damn mountain?
Oh, we're in the mountain. He's in Xanathar's lair.
Directions.
Through the doors.
Wow.
Is it a straight shot or you're an asshole?
And then down the stairs.
All right, we can work with that. I think. All right. I throw him to the side, but not off the mountain because he didn't get it.
I give him a thematic heal. I cast a thematic heal.
I take the robes off of them and I loot their bodies. Well,
There was only one body.
I mean, you can rob him if you want.
Yeah, I'm taking anything valuable that they have, and I'm taking the robes as well.
Okay.
Anything that's not nailed down, Ant's trying to take.
He takes off his robe and he's only wearing long johns underneath. He's like he's shivering in the rain now because.
Hold on. I think I got a Moradin t-shirt in here. There you go. You go to the temple. Repent.
Frisbee, and I give him a little necklace.
Yes, sir, Your Highness. He also like empties out his pockets. He doesn't have much. He had like a dagger and maybe 10 gold. So Anne, you get 10 gold and a dagger.
And I'll give you the 10 gold if you let him. Never mind. I'll just give the guy 10 gold. Sorry, he's kind of got sticky fingers. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, and
But he needs 10 gold to get into the temple anyways.
It's a pyramid.
and
I
think same thing from the other dead bodies.
Daddy,
like,
please,
maybe
nice
they
sparkler.
I don't think they really had much on there.
I say a little more than prayer for the dead guy.
Yeah. And then I put on one of the gray robes.
Desert. No desert.
I'll take the other one.
All right.
You go for the dramatic reveal when I take it off.
We got to write that down.
Dad, we need to make it twin.
Okay.
Don't
So,
forget dramatic reveal.
No trains.
My old character sheet years ago used to say check for traps really big.
dude, mine too.
Well, if there's anything any of us have heard about Xanathar, it's that he's paranoid as fuck.
Yeah.
Daddy, we will.
You guys
no more.
make your way up the rest of the mountain.
Okay.
Up here.
And you enter the meeting room where there were 8 chairs where you saw Xanathar petrify someone. And then you descend the large stairs that Xanathar came out of. And when you descend, you guys.
I think those are the stairs that dude was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. And when you guys descend, you are now in Xanathar's lair.
Oh god.
And
How high is the ceiling?
can you guys see your characters? You're like kind of right in the middle.
Hold on, I
I see.
need to refresh, and I accidentally clicked the wrong button, so now I need to get back to the page.
How high is the ceiling?
Is it high enough to fly?
There's really not. Oh wait. 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet.
I'll take it. I get a +2 for being above people anyways.
What is this thing? Do you just have I thought it was just like a gliding thing.
No, it is a flying speed of 40 feet as long as I am holding the edges of the cloak.
So when you
The
let go to fire
single
your arrow.
charge, yeah, the single charge is for polymorph.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, so I can hold the cloak and fly at 40 feet, let go, fire off arrows real quick, grab hold.
I gotta ask, Falcon, with your bracers of archery and your archery fighting style, do you really need the additional +2?
It makes it a +13.
So potentially,
Hey, you do you, man. You do you.
I'm gonna do me.
What's my modifier? Like 8? 9.
Okay, and guys, it is 10:07 for where you guys are at. I think that we've really only been playing for an hour and a half. Is this a good time? Good place to stop?
yeah, this feels like it's going to be a long
Yeah.
It's like our first
Tricky
dungeon
bit.
crawl in the Blighted
Yep.
Grove.
This map looks like it's going to be kind of big.
It's pretty big.
It's definitely the first dungeon crawl we've had since I don't think the mountain, because the Underdark wouldn't count. It'd be like the mountain where the dragon was.
Yeah, just a bunch of different fucking stages and shit. Yeah.
There was-
Definitely a fucking dungeon, which,
And Anna's definitely leading the way.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense.
But Robert's right behind him.
All right, guys.
And y'all are still confused that Xardaar can fly now.
You saw the cloak.
Yeah, but it's weird.
It's not even close to the weirdest thing that's happened to us.
Yeah, seeing a flying Firbolg.
This week,
That's fair.
I died and came back possessed by a god.
Hey, you got better.
That one's pretty rad.
I don't know. Apparently, I suck at dying. It never sticks.
Sounds like a you problem.
Well, we've all died multiple times. He's just died one more than us.
Exactly. I fell on lava.
Sounds like a you problem.
It was painful.
Hey, when we all died like a million times, did you all experience each other's deaths every time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We could
Really glad I missed out on that one. Mine were enough.
Yeah, just scroll up and then you'll get to it.
No.
Well, you don't really need to scroll up. It's just a whole bunch of
No, as soon as he asks, we all immedially
remember.
picture it perfectly at the same time.
I enter Sentry's Rest.
It's a long rest after that. That was a lot of psychic damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You all think that, and you hear the old Windows shutdown sound.
Emotional damage.
Well, guys, this was great.
Yes.
We know what's coming up next week, so.
Xanathar.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see y'all next week then.
Good shit.
Adios.
Laters.